Millz Young here, part of Pick Dawgz, and it's a wonderful Thursday. And what are we doing? We're shopping. We're shopping for props. That's what we do here at Pick Dawgz. I'm going to be looking at all the NBA games that's going on today. I'm going to be looking at the NFL game too as well, and give you guys the best player props that we got. Now look, this is how the show goes. I come up with my player props, then I head over to the sports chat, place betting tools, and see if they're with me or against me. If they're with me, they're either hitting at a 60% clip all the way up to a 100% clip. All right, now look, man. I know we got a lot to talk about, but I know y'all want to talk too. So go ahead, type it up, man. Let me know what you guys are going to be looking at today, man. What are you guys betting on today? Got a lot of good games. Dallas Mavericks taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Los Angeles Clippers taking on the Warriors. I mean, the game of the night. We got the Oakland Raiders taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. Let's get it on and going, though, man. You already know how we do here at the prop shop. So let's go ahead and know what are we shopping for. The first prop of the day. Give me Davante Adams over 6 receptions, man. Wide receiver for the Las Vegas Raiders. You already know the story with him. Last game out, he was going for 7 receptions. Ever since they got Pearson there and Connell, hey, they know who to throw it to. So I'm taking Davante Adams over 6 receptions, player prop number 1. Player prop number 2, same game, same team, different player in between. Give me Hunter Renfrow over 2.5 receptions, okay? Look, ever since Connell's been passing with him in the lineup, he's been going over 2.5 receptions the last 3 games, man. And everybody forgot about Hunter Renfrow. He was like literally not even in the lineup or nothing. Like he wasn't even getting plays earlier on in the year. But it seems like he has that chemistry, so we're taking him over 2.5 receptions. Player prop number 3, I'm looking at Austin Eckler. Over 4.5 receptions, man. Look, Keenan Allen's going to be out. We already know the story with that. But if you guys want to move the ball downfield, a lot of times you're going to just have to dump it off to Austin Eckler. So let's go ahead and take him over 4.5 receptions. That's player prop number 3. Player prop number 4, I'm going to be looking at Austin Eckler over 47.5 rushing yards, man. Why? Because they're going to have to rely on it. They don't got Herbert in the game. They got a backup quarterback, okay? But I will say this. I do look for their other running back to get a lot of carries too as well, because they know this is Eckler's last year. But I think they going to run him at least over 47 yards. So let's go ahead and take him over 47 yards. Next player prop that I like, I'm going to be looking at wide receiver for the San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers, man. Go ahead, man. Give me Quentin Johnston, man. Over 2.5 receptions. Wide receiver, first-round pick from TCU. Now, look, man. No Mike Williams. No Keenan Allen. You got to show up. You got to show why you were a first-round pick. 2.5 receptions is low. You're a deep threat. So, I actually think he could go over his yards, too. But 2.5 receptions is just too low. In a game to where you're missing your top 2 wideouts, take Quentin Johnston to have a homecoming out party. Hey, man, sprinkle on his TD too. Next player prop that I like, same game. I'm going to be looking at the tight end, Gerald Everett, over 3.5 receptions for the Los Angeles Chargers, okay? Look, he's 3-0 on this prop. Last game out, going for 5. Game before that, 4-4. Yeah, everybody needs that little blanket out there to throw to. With the backup quarterback, you already know who they're going to be looking at. So let's go ahead and take him over as reception prop. Now, look. My anytime touchdown props. I'm running Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown, man. I know it's nice and little plus money out there. Look, they put up 0 points last game. I ain't worried about that. I think Josh Jacobs is going to have a good game and beast on these guys. Take him to get an anytime touchdown. Then I'm going to be looking at Austin Eckler. Anytime touchdown, man. He can get it out the backfield, handing it off for us. He can get it out there on a little screen pass, dump off. So let's take Austin Eckler anytime touchdown. All right. Now, look, those are all my football props. Let's head on over to the Association NBA. Let's shoot. All right, man. First player prop that I'm going to be looking at, Sacramento Kings, small forward, Keegan Murray, over 15.5 points. Last game out versus the Clippers, he was balling, doing his thing, went over his point prop. Game before that, it was at 13.5. He went over his point prop. Game before that, he was coming back off an injury, went over his point prop. 3-0 on this. Take Keegan Murray over his point prop. Got to see the boy play live 2 days ago in the Clippers. God damn, we got our ass beat, man. All right, next player prop that I like. I'm going to be looking at the Minnesota Timberwolves power forward, Karl-Anthony Towns with 22.5 points. 22.5 points hitting out a 60% clip. 60% clip adds up to 3 out of his last 5 times. If you played this prop, he came out on top. Going to be taking on the Dallas Mavericks. So go ahead and look for him to go over 22.5 points. Anthony Edwards is questionable. the Ant-Man's going to show up. He ain't like that. He ain't these old guys out there. Hey, I need this and that, bro. He's trying to lace up and give everybody a showing out there, man. He's really about hooping out there, man. I love me some Anthony Edwards, but take Karl-Anthony Towns over his points. All right, next player prop, same game, different team. Luka the Don. I'm taking him over 33.5 points. Hitting at 60% clip, man. This guy's just been money. Kyrie's out the game. We know the story with that. Go ahead and take Luka Doncic over 33.5 points. I'm staying with Luka. I'm taking him over 9.5 assists. 9.5 assists is hitting at an 80% clip. Do the math on that. 4 out of his last 5 times, if you guys played this prop, he came out on top. Only missing this prop 1 time. Gave him out last time in the prop shop over 8.5 assists. He had 17 assists, bro. Don't even overthink it, man. If y'all want to, you can even run the trifecta and take him over rebounds. F it. Take Luka Doncic over his rebounds too. 9.5, man. All right. Next player prop that I like. Oklahoma City Thunder. Chet Holmgren. Over 16.5 points. Taking on the Sacramento Kings. I'm going to be taking them over 16.5 points. It's me versus the betting tools. They like the under. I like the over. Then I'm staying with Chet Holmgren. I'm taking him over 7.5 rebounds. Why? He's facing the Sacramento Kings, man. You guys got to know. When you're playing a fast team like this, the balls are just jumping off the rim from every angle because it's pulling up, taking jump shots. I look for Chet Holmgren to have a monster game against the Kings today. Take him over 7.5 rebounds. Next player prop that I like, Portland Trail Blazers. My God, Shaedon Sharpe. I'm taking him over his point prop. Don't know where it's at right now. The books are playing with me. Last game out, killed it. Game before that, killed it. Before that, killed it. 3-0 on killing his props, man. So we'll go ahead and go and run with Shaedon Sharpe over his point prop in there, man. Yes, just go ahead and take it. Next, I'm looking at the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, small forward, over 27.5 points. Hit at a 60% clip. Seen this guy hoop live, bro. He was on fire versus the Kings, man. That's the thing, man. He has all-around game. And he's not really deferring to nobody. Like, he's out there saying, hey, bro, I'm getting buckets, so I'm getting my part. You get yours. Paul George hasn't been showing up as of late. James Harden has been doing his thing as a point guard. Kawhi Leonard has been the focal point that the Clippers need. That's also why they've been winning some games too. So take Kawhi Leonard over 27.5 points. Next, I'm looking at Domantas Sabonis, center for the Sacramento Kings. What are we looking at? Over 13.5 rebounds, hitting out a 60% clip, man. Last game out, he didn't hit his rebound prop. The reason why is because they took him out the game. They didn't play him in the fourth quarter, but he was on his way. He had 10 rebounds by the time the fourth quarter dropped. It was only at 12.5. I'm not going to overthink. I'm taking Sabonis over 13.5 rebounds. I think he goes for at least 15. My last couple of player props that I got for you guys, I got one more scoring prop. I'm taking Jimmy Buckets, a.k.a. Jimmy Butler, over 23.5 points. Taking on the Chicago Bulls. It's me versus the Bentos. They like the under. I like the over. Then I'm going to be taking my boy, Michael Porter Jr., over 7.5 rebounds, okay? Look, hitting at a 60% clip. 3 out of his last 5 times he played this prop, he came out on top. Last game out, he left us at the aisle. I think it was at 7.5, and he left us at 7. But this is a guy where he's always going over that rebound prop. Now, look, you guys want to see what I'm betting on? My best bets? Head on over to the site, man. UFC 296 is going down this weekend. We got basketball locked up and loaded. We got NFL. We got college basketball. We got college football plays, too. So, hey, man, go ahead and see what you guys like, man. Give me that 3-day pass. Guaranteed we'll get you your cash. All right, time for the recap time. Devontae Adams over 6.5. We're taking Hunter Renfrow over 2.5. We're taking Austin Eckler over 4.5. We're taking Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown. We're taking Austin Eckler anytime touchdown. We're taking Quentin Johnston over 2.5 receptions. We're taking Gerald Everett over 3.5 receptions. We're taking Austin Eckler over his rushing yards at 47. And then we're going to be heading on over to the association. Keegan Murray over 15.5. Towns over 22.5. Luka over points, assists. Chet over 16.5. 7.5 rebounds. Sharpe over his points. Kawhi over 27. Sabonis over 13.5 rebounds. Butler over 23.5. Porter over 7.5 rebounds. Yeah, man. Go ahead. Let me know what you guys are betting on it. Ho, ho, ho. Smash that like button for me one time.